Hey y'all, it's Christy Cook from Teadoddles. It's time for episode number 21. Pretty sure that's right. That's what I got wrote in my little notebook down here, so hoping that's correct. No, it's not correct. The last episode was 21. This is episode 22. Don't know what in the world I was thinking. But, before we get started, I'd like to say welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new subscribers. I've noticed quite an uptake in subscribers since my last podcast, which was 2 weeks ago, and I will explain why here shortly. I am very close. I'm closing in on 500 subscribers. I think it was 483 last time I looked at it. So that's quite exciting. I have something special planned for that, and more about that in a little bit. So, in case you haven't been here before and you're new, this is what I like to call a maker podcast. I like to do crafts of all sorts. I do tend to favor the fiber arts. They are my favorites, which is crochet, knitting, as sewing of all kinds. I do DIY projects as well, which is why I have this board, workshop board back here. I just like to make things. That's pretty much all there is to it. I'm glad to have everyone here to join me in my crafty endeavors. So let's get on with it, shall we? Do not have coffee today, as it is, I think it's closing in on 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon while I'm filming this. I'm actually drinking something that probably looks quite unattractive. It's a protein shake. It was actually really good. I just got this in the mail today, and I've been waiting on it to try because I wanted something to do for lunches that wasn't too heavy and was really quick, because I tend to forget about lunch when I'm making things. And it's important that I eat lunch. So, let's see. I got it's called Ollie. It's plant powdered protein. Now this one is not a soy one, because I try to avoid soy. I don't have a thyroid anymore, which it really affects your thyroid, but it can affect the meds you take for that. If you don't have a thyroid, or if you take thyroid meds for problems with your thyroid. So I try to avoid soy, but I read good reviews about the way this tastes, because I've tried protein powders in the past and I just didn't like them, so I'm not going to drink them if I don't like the way they taste. This one's actually pretty good. It doesn't have that proteiny aftertaste like some I've had before. I blended this with some coconut milk and a banana and a few chia seeds. I really like chia seeds. So yeah, it's quite tasty. I'm enjoying it. I think next time I'll add some ice cubes to the mix to make it nice and frosty. But this one has pea protein and flaxseed in it, which I'll have to see how that goes, because flaxseed is really promoted as a healthy thing to eat, and it is. You know, it's got good things, but I have an estrogen issue. I feel like I'm not focused. Hold on. What is going on? Is it focused? I don't know. Maybe my eyes are just blurry. That's entirely possible too. Anyway, wherein I think I haven't been tested, but I just know I had to change some other things to lower estrogen because it was causing me some issues. But soy, a lot of people know that soy is a phytoestrogen, has phytoestrogens in it, which, if you're estrogen sensitive, can affect that. And I'm getting into all this science talk in the beginning, sorry guys. But flaxseed actually has 3 times the amount of soy in phytoestrogens. So if you're trying to avoid them, it's not the best thing to be eating all the time. So we'll see how this goes. If I notice problems, I may not be able to use this after I got it, which I was really excited to get it. So anyway, if you think you might want to try it, this one's not soy based. Tastes really good. Ollie, these are the vitamins I take too, which I really love. I'll put a link. I may put a link to that down below. I don't know. I usually do show notes because I have so many links. It's just too much in the box below. Okay, so now, for the reason that I was not here last Saturday, my dad was put into ICU Friday at noon. He's okay. Just want to say that in the beginning. But they didn't know what was wrong with him, and he was in the hospital all weekend long, which I didn't really do much but knit and crochet. But waiting for answers seems like the most tiring thing ever than doing anything. It just can tire you out. So I just was focused on that and really didn't really want to do a podcast. So, but basically it turned out that he probably was having a reaction to the antibiotic he was taking. But they said they never had anybody react the way he did to the antibiotic. They thought that he was septic. He had an infection, which is why he was taking the antibiotics, and septic means that it gets into your bloodstream, the infection. So that's why they put him in ICU. He had really low blood pressure, high heart rate. He was running a fever occasionally, had the chills. But every test they did for him came back clear. His kidneys, they were dehydrated. He needs to drink more water when he's working outside and doing stuff. He stays pretty busy. So that's why I wasn't here last weekend. I was kind of dealing with all that. He's doing much better now. But it was just tiring figuring out what was actually going on with him. So, and then that whole week was just kind of crazy. That Monday, I had what I call the Mondayest of Mondays. It began with my sandwich that I take every morning, my breakfast sandwich. I put it in the same place every morning in my car and eat it on the way to work. And it fell in the floor for some reason. Luckily, it landed in part of it landed on the seat and the other part landed face up. I was able to still eat it, but yeah, I was like, good grief. And speaking of going to work in the morning, I put up a video yesterday of my drive to work. If you haven't seen it yet, there were some people wanting to see that, so it's up. It was a little bit cloudy that day, but it was still good lighting. So you may want to check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Plus, on that Mondayest of Mondays, I had to stop and get gas, and my gas pump got stuck and overflowed on the ground. I have never in all of my driving time had that happen to me. Yeah, the you know how it usually has the two little latches where you can hold it in place while it pumps? It went back behind that for some reason and got stuck. I couldn't even push it with my finger to get it off. I had to take it out while it was still pumping gas and push it off of there. So yeah, that was not fun. And then when I got to school, I was trying to get the 3D printer going that we have in the classroom, and it gave me trouble all morning long. I didn't leave there till 12:15. I normally leave at about 11:30. I might stay to 12 like every other day if students need help, but it was just ridiculous. And by the time I got home, I was exhausted because it was just one thing after another that day. And then I did have some yarny surprises when I got home, so that made the day better. I'll talk about them in my yarny goodness segment. But let's see, let's move on. And I've also been for the past 3 weeks experiencing vehicle issues. Last weekend, my husband replaced, yes, when my dad was in the hospital, my husband had to replace my radiator and some hoses because I had a crack in it and all that stuff. Well, Monday morning, when I drove to work, my belt was just squealing. It just squealed the entire time. And I was like, please let me make it to work. I had a really important meeting that afternoon I didn't need to miss. The teacher next door to me who teaches industrial mechanics went and looked at it for me. The belt looked fine. I'm not a big car person. I know more about what's going on in it now because I had to order parts and stuff and hear my husband talk about it, but it's not my thing. Cars are not my thing. I just need it to go and get me where I need to go. So, yeah. The issue was that my husband spilled antifreeze on it when he was changing the radiator out, and it says it won't ever come off, and you'll have to replace the belt because it will wear out the belt because it soaks into the belt. But it's like, okay. So when I got home, he looked at it. There goes my dog. Okay. That's the snoring one, by the way, who is also deaf. He barks very loudly. But he said, you're gonna have to order a water pump as well. When he looked at the belt, I was like, what? The water pump was leaking. Yay. So this week I've had to not only keep an eye on my temperature because my belt is squealing so badly, even though it looked fine and nothing looked loose. I've had to check my water in my radiator regularly because it's leaking out. I put about, with my drive in the mornings when I drive, that's a 45-minute drive one way, and then 45 minutes back here. And okay, I had to pause for a minute. The dog was walking around here, and my floors are uneven, and it makes everything wiggle when she walks through here. So I don't want y'all to think we were having an earthquake or anything. But, and then also, I got the back of my pants on the door latch, and now I have a rip in them. Anyway, as I was saying about my car troubles, I had to order a new water pump, and I dealt with putting water in it back and forth all week. And then also my air compressor is trying to go out, so I can't turn the air on, especially since I'm having all that other trouble. So it's quite a hot commute in the afternoons, especially since it's been in the 90s or close to it the past couple weeks here. So anyway, okay, hopefully I can mash this together pretty good because she's wandering around again. I don't know what her issue is. Any other day, any other time, she would be snoozing away because that's her favorite thing to do. She's gone out. She's had food. I don't know what. I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to be mean, but she gets in here and causes chaos. So, anywho, like I said, car troubles. So I had to order all that stuff. It said one of the water pump wouldn't be here till Monday. It got here today. So now my husband has to take out all the stuff he put in to get to the water pump and fix that. And the next thing on my list will be an air compressor, which I will hopefully get done before I go back to school for summer semester. So yay. And on that note, my summer semester is done, and I'm very excited about that because it's been quite a busy past 3 weeks at the tech school. My students finished their summer projects. Both my college students and my high school students decided to do catapults for their final project, which they design parts on a program called Inventor that we have in the classroom. And then they print them on a 3D printer, and then they put them together and all that stuff. I was quite impressed with their little catapults because they're only, the college students was probably 6 or 8 by 4 or 6 because the printer only prints so big. My high school students decided to make theirs in parts, so theirs is about twice that big. They had a little competition going on between the classes, and my college students won out. They got 75 foot 9 inches with that little catapult, which was quite impressive. High school students got 52 foot 3 inches with theirs. But what I will say is that my college students had a little bit of an advantage because there was a guy in my class this semester that actually works in mechanical design. His company sent him back to school for things. So he deals with that kind of thing every day. And he was able to use the machine shop tools in the neighboring classroom to correct issues they had with their fit. There were quite a bit of issues with their tolerances, but the high school students' pieces fit together really well, their first print, so that says something for them, right? But anywho, they quite enjoyed doing that. I like to do projects like that for their test grade because it gives them hands-on experience with the drawings that they do, and so they can see how it affects things in the real world. So that is wrapped up. I go back to class May 23rd for summer semester, but I don't have the high school class, so it'll take school longer, but I'll have Fridays off, so that'll be nice. Yeah, so that is in a nutshell what has been going on in my world. So one more thing I want to talk about before I move on. Before that, like I said, I'll be off. That's almost 3 weeks I'll be off, and I have bunches of plans. I have been making a list on my phone every time I think of something I want to do when I'm off. It's quite the list. And what I'll do is take that off and detail out what I'm going to do if it's a project of sorts. I am planning on giving my blog a makeover and my newsletter for the blog. That's coming up. If you aren't subscribed to my blog, you should go ahead and subscribe. There's a link down below to my blog, and there's sign up stuff on the side. And I recommend you sign up for anybody's blog or personal website that you follow, because if you only follow them on social media, you can miss out on certain things. And social media changes all the time, what they choose to show you and choose not to show you. You have some choice about it, but it changes so much it's hard to keep up with. And you could miss out on some things. If you're signed up directly to their blog, they control what you see, or I control what you see on my blog, because it's mine. I pay for it. So, yeah, you can, I like to try to, I'm going to be doing more blog posts where I incorporate videos with my blog posts, since I do have the YouTube channel. I want to get back into doing some tutorial videos for the channel. I haven't done any in quite a while. So I have plans to do that. I do have a yarn review. I got my next yarn club today, as a matter of fact. I'll talk a little bit about it in my Yarny Goodness, but I'm not going to show it, excuse me, until I do the review on it and you can see the whole thing, and I'll talk about it specifically. And what else? I have lots of yard work I need to get done outside. I have to revamp this room and my son's old room because there is stuff everywhere and it is chaos, and it's hard to work in chaos. So got some big plans for new styles of bags and possibly even some fiber artwork coming to my Etsy shop. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a wonderful 3 weeks. I don't have plans to go anywhere unless I absolutely have to. I just want to stay here and get stuff done. So that sounds like fun times to me. I would like to do the Zoom chat tonight, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't even know if this will go up today because I got some other things I want to be doing. Plus I have papers and drawings to check before Monday for grades. Fun. So now let's move on to the next thing I will talk about before I go to Yarny Goodness. I am an affiliate with Ultimate Bundles. I haven't talked about them in quite some time, but this weekend their Ultimate homemaking bundle, I'll put that right up here, for 2019 is available. And you may not even know what that means. Maybe you've seen it from other people. It's basically a big collection of ebooks, e-courses, videos, printables, all kinds of stuff that you can get for a single price. It's worth a whole lot more than you pay for it. The bundle is $29, but it has over $2,000 worth of things in it. What I'm most excited about this year, because I do order these every year, I ordered them before I became an affiliate. So I have followed them since they were smaller, and I just enjoy their bundles. They have bundles of all kinds throughout the year. I don't promote all of them because some of them are not really, don't really fit in with what I do. But this one in particular, one of the sections in this Ultimate Homemaking Bundle is creativity and decor, and I was quite excited to see that. It is filled with ebooks and e-courses with everything from basic embroidery stitching to simple sewing to brush strokes, writing with the brush strokes and things like that, which I'm interested in trying that out. It even has a knitting ebook for knitting for charity. Okay, interrupted again because of the dogs barking at nobody knows. So, anywho, I'm gonna try to get through this again. So I was talking about ultimate bundles, okay? The stuff in the creativity and decor section, that's just one section of the bundle, is worth about $300. And that has, some of those are courses you would take, and they have videos. Some of them are ebooks that you just download and stuff like that. So it's a really great value for your money. They have sections on faith and home management, homeschooling if you do that. They have a lot of things for kids and parenting. They have things about working from home. They just have, and self-care. It has so much stuff in it. I'm going to try to do a live video in my on my Facebook page to talk more about it. Okay, I'm back. Had to take a brief little break because of my dogs again, and my husband came home. So, yeah. I was talking about the Ultimate Homemaking Bundle, and as I said, I'll do a live video for that on my Facebook page. There's a link to my Facebook page down below. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be tomorrow. Probably do it 5 or 6ish, something like that. You can, if you're subscribed, if you're following my Facebook page, I'll put an announcement about the specific time, okay? This is available through Monday. So Monday is the last day. Alright. And now I have switched to water. Okay, it's time for yarny goodness. I have lots of yarny goodness to show y'all today. Especially since I got extra yarn because of some shipping errors. But first I'm going to show you the only FO finished object I have. I finished one of the Jimmy Bean Crochet Club projects from the end of the year. It was the one with the canoe yarn, I think it is. I can't remember. My labels are somewhere else, but I have it. I gotta weave in the end still, but it's this cowl with the cabling and the different colors. It did have buttons. You're supposed to put buttons. I opted to just not do the buttons. And I did a seam, and you can see the yarn color, but I kind of like the way that looks. I haven't woven in the ends yet because I really want to block this. It's kind of squinched I want to stretch it out a little bit, but basically it's pretty. I did more rows than the pattern called for, but you can pull it up like this if you want to. That looks kind of like I'm in a tube sock or something, doesn't it? But I'm sure it'll be nice and toasty when it cools down here again, way, way, way down towards the end of the year. So that is my one and only finished object. But I have quite a few whips, which are mostly knitting related, because I seem to have been doing knitting here lately. Last time I showed y'all, I was crocheting the boho top from Make and Do crew, but I think I've decided to frog it. I don't think I want to finish it. I don't want to buy more yarn for it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yarn yet, so I did enjoy crocheting with it. It was the Comfy Cotton from Line Brand. And then my little cowl necked sweater I've been working on with my blended yarns with the Karen Simply Soft tweeds and the baby 100% baby alpaca lace. I've just got to wind some more yarn, so I don't really have much to show for that. It's just a rectangle, but it's really soft. So I don't have anything. I have one little thing to show for crochet I have started working on, but mostly it is knitting. So, and my bags are over here. Hold on just a second. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to show you the crochet one first. This is a bag I got through Maker You or Ideal Me or whoever it is that does all those things where you can get something for free and pay the shipping. Although I have to say the shipping seems a little much sometimes compared to what you're getting, so I just don't do those anymore. Plus this bag is see-through. I like the print on the front, it's cute, but I just felt like So anyway, I showed y'all last time I have two projects, and the only reason I'm working on this is because I hadn't got the second one. My Jimmy Beans project for it's stitch. The Stitcher Went to Market bag is what we're doing this 3 months. So I've done April's clue, and this is what it looks like. This is the bottom of the bag, so it kind of curls up like that, but I like this pattern that they've used. I hope that's focusing. Yeah, they're calling it the bean stitch, but it's really just a puff stitch, but they call it a bean stitch. I really like the way they did this. I like crocheting with this yarn. It is a cotton yarn, but it's very soft. I don't remember what this yarn is. Sugarbush Cabot or Cabot. That Sugarbush is what that other yarn was too, a Sugarbush, but a canoe. So it's by the lake, 70% Pima cotton and 30% linen. So I did have this much left from the roll. Why is it not focusing? There we go. Okay, for just a second. I moved my camera closer so I could try to get things to focus better, but yeah. But I know that there is a gray and a coral that's supposed to be there because they sent a preview of it if you're subscribed to their newsletter. So I'm looking forward to that. I like that color combination. So I did get that last month's clue finished. And I started working on these birdies from this kit that I got from my swap partner, that I did with the Llama Mama Kayla's swap, this past swap she did. because my swap partner sent me the kit and the magazine, which is where the pattern actually is. I have done, where are my little parts? Let's see, I made a little head, which is the, what is that bird? A darling blue tit is what it's called. So I've made his little head, and this is using a 3.5 millimeter hook, so fairly small. The yarn's fairly small, and I've made one of his wings. So that's all I've gotten done. I can only crochet on this stuff for so long because it's so tiny. These stitches are so tight, and plus I didn't realize that this was in UK terms when I started crocheting, and it says double crochet, and I made a double crochet, and I had this really long tube. I was like, that can't be his head, and then I looked and I was like, oh, that's UK terms, which single crochet is actually a double crochet, in UK terms is actually a single crochet. So this makes much more sense. So there is that. I'm looking forward to working on finishing that up. I'll finish it up eventually. I just wanted to go ahead and start on it. I just got both of those things in this one bag. Alright, next I have, okay, these two bags I didn't even need over here. Oh. My shawl, my knitted shawl that I've been working on, it is the Java Wrap by Alexandra Tavel of 2 Wands. I don't have a color picture of it, but that's what it looks like. And I made a good bit of progress. I have, because this has 2 different types of yarn in it. It has, don't come apart. It has the cupcake, Lion Brand cupcake and coffee break, and then it also uses the 24/7 cotton. Oh, that's upside down. In charcoal. So this is a number 4, and the cupcake is a number 3, although it's a very thin number 3, I must say. But let me get this out of here. Took off my stitch markers and moved them up. I'm off on the stitches a little bit, but since it's a shawl, I'm not too concerned about it. This is, I think this is an asymmetrical type shawl, because you start at the widest point and you're only decreasing on one side, and then you just gradually decrease stitches. So this is what it looks like so far. It's very lacy looking. I'll try to focus on it. There we go. So the stitch, this is a lace open work kind of stitch. That is, this is the cotton, the 24/7 cotton, and then above and below that is the cupcake yarn, which I really like how it's looking so far. It's just a, what is that called? A stockinette stitch, where you just do knit stitches for the most part. Yeah, so I really like it. I like the colors of it. It's a very light, lacy kind of shawl. So it didn't look like that in the picture to me, but that's what it is. So I am only y'all, this pattern, I haven't even made it past the first page of instructions, and there are, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of instructions. So I haven't made it past the first page yet. So, but it'll get, I guess it'll go faster gradually, because you're decreasing the stitches. I've learned how to add in a yarn in knitting. I will be having to look up how to weave in yarns because I imagine it's a little bit different. But and the thing I learned about changing yarns, that's why I have these at the end where I've tied a little bow with my 2 yarns to keep it from unraveling until I get ready to weave it in. So yeah, I'm enjoying this. I will say that these are the Knitter's Pride Zing needles. They're okay. There's something about them that's just different. I'm not sure if it's the needles or the fact that I'm using a bigger needle than the yarn, the lighter weight yarn calls for. That may be part of it. So they're not my favorite needles that I have so far, but I am enjoying the pattern. Pretty basic. And then I have, everything's falling over. Whew. Here we go. This is my sweater that I've been working on from the Marley Bird My First Sweater cow or knit along. So I'm definitely behind. I think they're already to the sleeves. I haven't finished one side yet, but that's okay. I knew I wouldn't be able to keep up with it. It will be there still for me to keep doing, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's take a look at what I have done. This is what I got done. This is one side. So I'm not much further than I was last time. I haven't worked on this as much as I have the shawl. So, but there it is. I'm excited about how it's turning out. I do like working on. These are my Chow Goo needles that I bought. I really like these needles. They're just super smooth. It seems so much easier. And I have decided that I will not be using those long needles anymore for anything. They're just a pain compared to these kind. These are the kind I'll be getting. But I really like this transition here on the Chow Goos. And I didn't bring that in here with me, but I have been working on my, my little rectangles for my Afghan that I'm doing half knit, half crochet on the rectangles. I started about working on them yesterday actually because I ordered some some better needles because I was using the long needles for that one. It has made quite a difference. And those needles were actually, they're in there in my bag, but I had the pack. They are the Haya needles, Haya needles, which I've heard great things about as well. There was an Etsy shop that had some on sale for the size I needed. I got the US 5 or 3.75 millimeter with a 16-inch cable. They have very pointy points on the needles, so they're very pointy. They're pointier. But I'm enjoying it much. It's going much faster with those needles for me than with those big long ones. I don't know what I'm going to do with those big long ones now because I have a whole set of them. But knitting with them is not fun. So those are all my works in progress at the moment for knitting and crochet. Did I have anything extra, made any progress on the show? So now let's get into some more yarny goodness. I have quite a bit of yarn here to show y'all. The first thing I want to show y'all, I have received the April Yarn Club for Southern Skeins. I've talked about that a lot. I really enjoyed it so much. It was one of the ones I did a yarn review on for the club that I was going to do for the year. I liked it so much that I signed up for the rest of the year because it's an awesome price for what you get. I think it was originally $20. She has gone up to $22. Still an awesome price for what you get. If you go through Crate Joy, you can get a coupon for 20% off your first box. I think that's what it is. So I'll be putting a link for that down below too. She has an Etsy shop, but she's on Crate Joy for her yarn club now. You can still do it through Etsy, but you can't use the coupon on Etsy, so you may as well go through Crate Joy, right? So, anyway, this is what we got for, again, I feel like I'm blurry. Last time I wasn't. I think it's my contacts, y'all. They're just blurry. This was for April. It was Easter themed. So, you always get a full skein, 100, what is this, 100 gram? It doesn't have it on there. Uh-oh. 100 gram skein and then a little mini skein. So, it was Egg Hunt. We got this really cute egg stitch marker with it. And this is the yarn. So pretty. I love the colors. Kind of rainbowy. Reminds you of Easter eggs. And then this was the mini. It's green, variegated green color. Oh, very nice. Nice and soft and squishy. So that was the yarn. But this month she had oh my gosh, who is it? Project Crafted Joy added some extras in this month. We got this really cute bunny kind of canvasy drawstring bag. And it had a yarn cozy in it, which is just a knit fabric tube, basically, that you can put over your yarn cake to keep things secure when you're pulling from the center pull on your yarn. And we also got 2 packs of this tea, which I really am looking forward to trying out. Sweet cinnamon spice. It smells so good. And then we also got this little cute bunny pin. So I'm assuming that was her contribution, since it was all in this bunny bag. But that was quite an awesome little yarn club. I mean, it's awesome even without these extras that we got this month. Because usually you do get because just from Southern Skeins we get the big yarn hank, the mini hank, a stitch marker, and we usually get tea and a treat or something. So yeah, it was just a little extra this month. Really loving that. Sorry about the paper, but just the way it goes sometimes. Now, I did get the yarn club that I'm testing for April, technically, even though I'm not showing it until May, because they don't ship out till the end of April, so you don't get it until the next month. It is, I'm gonna try to cover up all my other stuff. It's from OMG Yarn Balls on Etsy. I have received it, and you'll have to wait for my yarn review to see this one. But it is the MOFA Yarn Club, which stands for Mildly Offensive Fiber Artists. So yeah, I will be doing a review about that coming this week, so be sure to look out for that so you can see what's in there. Since we're in the kits theme, I'm going to show what I got for Mary Maxim this month, because I missed canceling it. I had said I was going to cancel this club simply because I have so many of them that I haven't made yet, and plus they seem to be sending cotton. The past 2 ones, and now the 3rd one has been cotton yarn, which is okay. I can make some dishcloths and all that stuff, but this is what we got. It's to make those little towels and dishcloths. We got a big one of the cotton yarns and 3 littles. I like the colors of it, at least. Plus, this month it's already like $8.50 to ship this, which is a little pricey for. It's like $12.99 for the club, which is not bad, but when you add in shipping, that goes up. This month, for some reason, it came through UPS, and when I checked the receipt I got, was like $11.45 to ship it. I said, that's almost as much as the whole club. That's a little insane. I don't know why they sent it through UPS this month, but I will be calling before the end of this month to cancel this one because I've had it for about a year now, and I'm just done with it for now. It's a good club still. Unless they're gonna leave their shipping with UPS, that's terrible. But anyway, that's my Merry Maxim for the month of May. Now we're gonna talk about yarn purchases because I had lifted my crafty purchase ban in spring, and I got, I've got to put another ban in place till the end of summer is what's gonna be, because I'm accumulating more than I'm putting out, and that's not what my goal for the year. So I had quite a bit of trouble, and I talked about this last time, with my shipments. For some reason, they kept getting lost or messed up. I got this one from Lion Brand, which I forgot to even talk about last time, and it was damaged. You can see they put a damaged sticker on it. It was all beat up, and it had extra tape. I'm assuming it had come open, but luckily did not damage my yarn. But I got a 40% off the entire site coupon, which was actually on my phone when I looked at the site on my phone, but it wasn't when I looked on my computer, but I was still able to use it on my computer. So you may want to check both when you're looking to see if you get a different percent off. But so I ordered these because I have one of each color already. This is the Ombre Life. This one is Rush Hour, and then I also got Midnight. I love the colors in there. I love the way they swirl together. Now this is a number 2 fine weight. As I said, I got 2 more of each because I already have one of each color. I bought it to make a shawl pattern they had on there, but I'm actually have a top in mind I want to make for the summer, because this is 50% acrylic and 50% cotton. Very lightweight. You may almost think it's a different weight unless you pull everything off, because it's like 4 strands. No, can't see that. 4 strands that are not not twisted together. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that crochets up. I feel like holding several bits of yarn together at one time, but I have a top pattern in mind, a crocheted top pattern, focus, in mind for that. So that's why I ordered that, because I had that 40% off coupon too. And then they had some of their mandalas on sale for $4 a skein, which their normal price on mandalas on Lion Brand is like $7.99, I believe. Maybe it's $5.99. I don't know. It's a lot more than like at Walmart. You can get them for $4.97. So $4 is still a little bit of a discount, but they don't always have all the colorways at my Walmart. So I got sirens. I got 2 sirens. Ooh, look at those colors. So bright and pretty. And this is what it works up like. Turn my focus back up here. Yeah. Really like that. And then I also got this one. It's called Brownie, and I haven't ever seen this one in the store before. These look really different from one skein to the next, but I really like them. There's the colorway. Love that colors too. So I got 2 each of those because they were on sale. But then the other thing I got, because I had the 40% off coupon, were mandala babies, which they don't have in my Walmart at all. I got Far Far Away. I love the colors, but you'll notice if you look really close, This one has absolutely no speckling on it. And this one has a bunch of speckling, which I love the speckling. That's why I get these, because of the speckles. These in the cupcakes. But this one, for some reason, has no speckles whatsoever. This one, lots of lovely speckles. So, I was a little disappointed about that, because one has a lot of speckles, one doesn't. So that's going to look, whatever I make with this, is going to look quite different. Even if you look at the picture here for the color change, you can see the speckling in here. But this has no speckles whatsoever in any of the colors. So, I was disappointed about that, but it's not, I'm not going to send it back, because that would, I don't know. Maybe I can email them about it. I don't know. I just had so many, I've had to call people so much about stuff here lately. I just am not interested in doing that. But I don't know what that's all about. So that is Line Brand. And I have something else coming from Line Brand, because they sent me an email where you could get 10 skeins of yarns for $10. And they had some homespun and hometown yarn, like some fun fur. But one of the homespun yarns was one of my favorites, and so I got some. But that hasn't got here yet. It did say it could take longer on shipping on those, so that was $1 a skein when it's usually $7.99 on their site. So hard to pass up, hard to pass up. But next, y'all, this podcast is gonna be mostly about the yarn. I don't have as much to show you in the fabric obsessed portion, but it just does that sometimes, you know. My next order is from Michaels. Now, I kept checking the shipping on this to see when it was going to be here, and after 6 days it kept saying it was in pre-shipment through UPS, like they had a label but no package. So I finally sent a chat message, which that didn't work out so great. Their chat message is awful. Anyway, the guy said, or whoever it was, I don't know if it was a guy, I can't remember. They said, it looks like it must have got stuck at UPS. They would send me a replacement package. I was like, okay. So then I got an email about the replacement package, but it was only showing 2 of the 4 items I'd ordered. And I was like, that's not right. So I decided to wait till it got here. Well, it had already shipped before I could call it, before I had time to message them back. So sure enough, it only had the two of the 4 skeins I had ordered. So before I could message them about that, I got another package from them. I said, well, maybe this is the rest of it. Turns out it was the lost package. So I got everything I ordered and double on one of the things I ordered. So, which I'll show you in just a minute. But they had some big sale going on and like a 30 or 40% off whole site thing. And these particular yarns, you only had to order 1. You didn't have to order 3 like you normally do, which is ridiculous. They have those amigurumi rolls of yarn from Red Heart. You have to order 3 of them. I'm like, which would be okay if you could order 1 of 3 different ones. No, you have to order 3 of the same one. That makes no sense. So, anywho, I got these little cute croquette, croquette instead of croquet, because croquet is spelled slightly differently. I think that's croquette though. These are a number 1, 239 yards in here, 1.5 ounces, 45 grams, 219 meters. This is the color Revenge. I'm gonna slide that off the center so you can see it. I love that colorway with that little bit of purple in there. And then this one is River Rocks, which has a pop of green in the middle. And it has some sparkle. These are advertised as tassel makers. I don't know why. But I thought they were really cute. I don't know. cheaper than normal. I can't remember the price, but they are having a big sale at Michael's again this weekend. Their spring clearance sale, and these are on sale again. So the next thing I ordered, which is what I got double of, because I ordered 2 and I got 4, I wound up with 4, is the Summer Nights from Line Brand, which I had never seen before until I just found it on Michael's. It is on the Line Brand website. This is also a number 1 with some sparkle. There's 875 yards on this, because this is the Summer Nights, what they call bonus bundle, which I didn't see any other version of it. This is acrylic, 82% acrylic, 18% polyester. And I think, I didn't say what this other was made of. Oh, this one's actually 92% cotton, 5% polyester, and 3% other fibers. So, but this is the Stargazing colorway. Look at it, so pretty. But what I thought was interesting, I got the 2 like this, which looks like the picture on the website. The other 2 I got look like this. Same colorway, same lot number, same everything. They just are wound differently, I guess, but it gives it a completely different look. Very strange. The colors line up more in this skein than in this one, so I'm interested to see if it works out the same. To do another blended yarn project, I had intended on getting some of the Bear yarn from Knit Picks when it was on sale, but I forgot about it, and now it's not on sale anymore, so it doesn't matter. But that's, I don't know, maybe I'll make something with it since I wound up with so much of it. I mean, there's 875 yards on one of these, so. And do they have a pattern? It says you can make 1 scarf with that. That's a mighty big scarf, but yeah, they had a bunch of different colorways. It's pretty soft, even though it's got the metal metallic-y kind of, even though it says polyester, it doesn't say metallic on here. So that was one of my extra yarn things. Get this scooted around. Now next, I had some of this my last podcast, and I forgot about it. Completely forgot about it. It was under the table. Didn't think nothing about it. But anyway, I ordered some candy shop yarn from Hirschner's because they had a flash sale and they had it for $2.99 a skein. And I was like, oh, I've been wanting some of that. I'm gonna get some. So that's what I did. And I kind of ordered 8 different colors. I was trying to get colors that would go together. These are a number 4. They are 100% acrylic, 260 yards, 238 meters, 5 ounces, 140 grams. So I got these 2 to go together. This is Necco wafer and Twix. They have candy colors, but that's what these 2 colors are. It's very soft. And then I have these 2 don't match as well as I thought. The purples are just kind of too off for me, but this is Taffy and Nerds. This is Nerds. This one's Taffy. So I really like that twisted color, which is why I wanted them. I've seen things made out of this, and it works up beautifully. All right, these 2 are Jawbreaker and Lollipop. I really like those colors together. Very pretty. This is so soft. So soft. And then I got these 2. Where's the color? Jolly Rancher and Tootsie, which I don't get the Tootsie for this one, but those are kind of matching, but not as matching as that. I really like this bright popping pink in this one. So I ordered it, and they called me one day because they left a message because I was at school that they got my order, but they didn't have the colors. So when I called back after I got out of school, they said that they had it straightened out. I was like, okay. So I got my stuff. Everything was good. Well, the day after I got it, I got an email saying that they had shipped out my package again. I'm like, I just got my package. It's some kind of, I thought it was just a wrongly worded email. I didn't think nothing about it until I came home and found another bag of yarn on my porch. I was like, it was another bag of all of this. So I called them and I said, I got a second bag of yarn, but I didn't order but one. I had only been charged for one. I was like, I don't know. And at first the lady was trying to say, you had to have ordered it. It shows you ordered it on the 17th, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, I didn't. I ordered it like the week before, which is the first bag I got. And she's like, hang on just a second. And she came back and said, well, it was a computer glitch. So you can feel free to keep that bag of yarn and donate it. We would ask if you donated or something. And I was like, okay. So I got a second bag of all that yarn for free, basically. So I was excited about that. So as I said before, I'll be doing something for my 500 subscribers. Whenever I get to 500 subscribers, this is what it's going to be, my extra bag of yarn. Now, I may, since I got double of everything, I may like take the, like I may take the two of this and the two of the other, so I'll have more of the same color and then pick more of the same color in here. I may do it like that, but you'll still get 8 skeins of this candy shop yarn. That's what it is. Isn't that awesome? So, that's not for this video though. You'll know if you've watched this video thus far, when you see a video called Yarnapalooza, that's what it'll be titled, you'll know it's time for the giveaway for that yarn. And that'll happen whenever I reach 500 subscribers. So I'm at like 483 or something, so that's like 17 more people. So let's see if we can do that. I guess you can share it or whatever. Yeah, share it, like it, tell everybody about it. So yeah, I was pretty excited about that. So that happened on that Mondayest of Mondays I was talking about. So it ended up a pretty good day because I got a lot of extra yarn that I didn't order. Now, I'm not sure about the 2 extra stargazers that may be in it. May not, I don't know. I gotta look through my patterns and see if I need all of it for something. But this will definitely be in there. A whole bag of it. 8 skeins of candy shop yarn. Cool. Alright. Yeah, I got one more thing, which I also had last week and I forgot about. This is from Darn Good Yarn, and they had all of their amigurumi kits on sale for $5 one day. I got one of each. I got this little unicorn one, and it has patterns for knit and crochet in both of these. That's got dust on it. This is the cactus one, which is really cute. I like that one. I got a fox. So cute. I got watermelons, which I had been eyeing because the city I live in claims itself as the watermelon capital of the world. So I thought these would be cute to make. I got the frog. I think this is all of the ones they have. So I got one of each. And of course I opted to get the $5 for 15 thing at checkout, which I normally do, or you get something that's valued at $15 for $5. And I got another pom-pom kit, which I wasn't super excited about, but because now I have two and I haven't even done anything with the other one yet. So there's potential to see one or two of these things in the giveaway as well. So that's something to look forward to too if you like to do amigurumi. These come with all the yarn, stuffing, and darning needle. So I think all of the eyes on these are crocheted eyes. Well, that doesn't have eyes. It's a watermelon. That'd be kind of creepy, wouldn't it? Those are cacti, so they have no eyes either. Yeah, I think all the eyes are crocheted on these. But you could certainly, if you have safety eyes, you could put those on there. I have safety eyes, so I can be safe with my eyes. So there's potential for some of those to be in the giveaway. I will show which ones along with that. So that'll be my 500 subscriber giveaway. We'll see how fast we get there. What is this thing? Oh, just yeah, I think that is it for my yarny goodness. I mean, goodness gracious, that was out of control. Alright, let's see if we can wrap this up. It's time for some Fabric Obsessed. As I said, I don't have as much to show y'all. Showed y'all the fabric last week. Not last week, week before last, whatever. So I thought I would show you some bags I have cut out, bags I have left in the shop. I think I only have one big drawstring bag left. I sent out my next to the last one today. Also, I now have fallen off the rails of the 100-day project, and I hope to get back on there before the end of the weekend. If not, it'll be Monday, but I do intend to continue on with that. I did get a couple of new ones done. You can see how they kind of fit together originally, and I kind of swippy swapped things around and added extras. So I'm seriously thinking about using some of these to make a little zippy pouch for the shop, a little scrappy to put with my Makers Leftovers bags. They'll just be a flat pouch. So that may be coming to the shop. I do have one. I got my Darn Good Fabric of the Month Club. This month we got 100% cotton in rainforest is what the colors are showing. Looks almost like a lemon. Just gradients of green. They're a little bit more yellow than what you can see. Oh, it's showing up. And then this is the pattern. I'm hoping to get all of these cutouts on it while I'm out as well. And now the ribbon we got was the same fabric. That's one thing I'm not liking. I don't feel like the first box was like that. I feel like if you're gonna add ribbon as an extra, it should be different than the fabric you're already getting. Just saying. But that is $10 a month through Darn Good Yarn. It's Darn Good Fabric of the Month Club. Sometimes it's silk, sometimes it's cotton. The cotton does tend to be one color, not one color, a solid color versus a print. So I got that. Now I'm gonna move on and show you what bags I have left in the shop. Told y'all this is gonna be a fairly quick one. Let's see. Sorry about the bag rattling. That wasn't good. Okay. I did pick up things I knocked over, but alright, so this is the yeah, this is the only, is that true? No, I see that's a little one. This is the only big maker bag, drawstring bag I have left in the shop. It is the Alice in Wonderland print, the kind of pop art color. It has this key pattern on the inside. These all come with the pockets that go across the whole side. 3 little pockets for pins or crochet hooks or needles, and then 2 larger pockets on each side. A little tab for hanging stitch markers on and things. It has the nice twill drawstrings. This is the new material I got from twilltape.com, which is actually out of Marietta, Georgia. So, and I really like it. So I have that in that print, and then I have this one zippy pouch, flat zippy pouch in that print, because my this is like my Maker's leftovers is what this is. The flat ones are. My 2 Maker pouches in this print have sold. That's the inside fabric of this one. As a matter of fact, Summer from Summer's Tips and Stitches bought one of my Maker pouches in this print. Thank you very much for sharing it, because shortly after that the other one was sold. So I really appreciate that. So that's the only drawstring bigger Maker bag I have left in the shop currently. Those seem to sell pretty fast. I have one mini Maker in the llama print. My big llama got bought, and then some of my llama pouches or alpaca. It says alpacas on here. Some people say they're gonna call it an alpaca llama. They're knitting. It's super cute. And this is just a mini drawstring bag. But I also have the one larger pouch, flat pouch, still available with the 2 prints on the inside. And then I have one Maker pouch left. The other Maker pouch was purchased, and these come with the cute sheep stitch marker or zipper pull. So, and if I send you if you buy one of these and I send it to you, I always take this off and put it in with the little handmade with love stitch markers I give out with every order, so it doesn't get damaged and messed up on the zipper. So I always put that in with that little plastic baggie for that. So that's what I have left in that llama print, and I don't have any more of that fabric, and I don't know if I can get any more, so just something to think about. Now, alright, I have one Maker's pouch in this other type of Alice in Wonderland print. I love Alice in Wonderland, y'all. This is a different version of Alice in Wonderland. This one has little pops of gold on it, and it comes with a little rabbit stitch marker zipper pull, and it has this fun coral with gold, and that is a shiny gold pluses and X's on the inside. I had one Maker pouch with a zipper, which is different than the ones with the drawstring, because I haven't finished the other ones. I'll be finishing those up this week. Should be in there, but the Maker pouch with this print with the blue background already sold. So this is the only one I have with this print left. And then I have 3 Maker pouches with the Ghastly's Notion print on it. That's what all of these 3 are. I have 2 smaller ones, and this one's a little bigger than these 2. These have white and gold metal zippers, and it says a black and gold metal zipper. And they all come with a little key charm. They're different for each one. That big one has that. This little one has this one. And this little one has this one, which is a little bit more ornate than the other 2. So, and then I have this. I have 2 of these with. This is another Ghastly's print, but it's called Snips, and it's a lady lurking in all the floral print. I really love this floral print. My big bag in this already sold, as well as my big bag in this sold. All of my things I had so far with the Ghastly sewing had sold, but I do have some more of that fabric. And I have some smaller things cut out that I'll be putting in there, but this is the Ghastly snips. I have two like this with the green and gold zipper and a little bug charm stitch marker, and that's the same for both of those. And then I have this one Makers leftover pouch that is the same print. Come on, camera. It just doesn't have the lady lurking on it at all, but I love the colors in this print, y'all. It does have the same zipper color, and it has this, my little ends. Come on, focus on it, stop looking at my face. There we go. It has this kind of plaid I put on the end where my zipper stops. Camera. Yeah. So those are all the small bags I have left. I don't have but the one drawstring bigger bag left. I will be putting some more. I have cut out some more of this, and I'm going to show you what I have cut out. Actually, I have two piles of things cut out. Because I have the second set of different prints that will be coming out by June. We'll say by June, because that's a lot of sewing to do. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, this is the only one drawstring big bag I have left with that Alice in Wonderland print, and I don't have any more of that print. So then I do have one, this one Makers tote in here, but I am going to be working on some of these in fun bright colors for the summer with some thread sketching on it that says create and make and things like that. Create and maker and things like that on the side. Excuse me, my goodness. And then I do still have, I've shown them before, so I'm not going to show them again. All three of my Mega Maker bags are still in the shop. I will be working on, while I'm off, putting, and I said this before, I just haven't been able to do it, a custom listing for the Mega Maker bags. And I'm going to be working on some traveling maker bags, which I showed a while back. I do have the custom one to make for the winter that I still haven't made. I haven't forgotten about you if you're watching. So yeah, that's gonna be coming. Lots of things coming. And then I had said something about fiber art coming to the shop. I would try to explain what I want to do, but I think it'd be better when I can show you one. So hopefully I get something like that done while I'm off too. So much stuff. I mean, 3 weeks seems like a long time until you pack it full of stuff. These are the bags that I hope to have done by the end of the week and have in the shop. I have another, well, the Maker Leftovers bag I'm not going to show because that's just little zippy pouches and stuff made out of that fabric. Oh, I do have one more zippy pouch in the Alice in Wonderland print, a small one. And I have a couple, which you may want to see, these Makers Leftover pouches with the Ghastly's sewing print on it. Yeah, managed to capture some interesting images on them, but so I do have some more of those coming. Okay, had to pause for a minute. Had a coughing fit. Don't know why that's on. My nose is all red because I had to blow my nose too. But okay, so I have a zipping Makers tote. No, that's not right. A Maker tote with zipper. Let's just say it that way. So this is quilted, and it's a little more to it than the regular Maker bag. I have one in that knitting alpaca print that's going to be in the works, and it has this on the inside. These are my parts together, but that's the fabric on the inside. Now these I hope to have done. well, since I'll be off, I should have these done and in the shop before next weekend. So, and if you want to reserve something specific, shoot me an email, okay? This one is, okay, this is the Ghastly Snip Lady, which I showed y'all before. Here she is lurking in there, and it has this beautiful, it's got that little gold thread through it, stripe on the inside. I don't typically do dark colors on the inside, but I loved the way that looked together, so I was like, that's gotta go with that. It has kind of this tannish, it looks good. It's hard to hold all that stuff together because it's in pieces. It's not it's in my stack so I can sew it together. Alright, let's see, what's my next one? Ooh, there hasn't been one like this in there yet. So this is the ostriches with the little rose looking feathers on the blue. This is going to be a Zip It maker bag, and it has this purple and coral with the gold shiny on the inside. So that's a print you haven't seen in the shop yet. And I'm not sure why, because I thought I had done one of those as a drawstring bag, but I guess I haven't. So now I had more of that fabric left. Oh, I do have it in this other set of stuff, so there'll be a drawstring one of those too. Alright, and then I do have, this will be, I have the drawstring version, and then this will be the zip version of that Alice in Wonderland print that's coming. Doodly doo. And then I have a zipper version of the Ghastly sewing print coming. Someone already brought the drawstring version. This looks like the same thing. And then this is a zippered version of the Ghastly Notions print, which is like that I showed you before. It's hard to hold up stuff. I've already showed you. I'm trying not to. Alright, so that is what should be coming by next weekend. These are all zipper maker bags. So they're the same size as the drawstring maker bags. They do cost more because they have batting, and I do quilt on them. And they have a zipper at the top and a handle, and they come with a charm on the zipper. So they're a little more than just the drawstring ones. They still have the big pocket across one side with all the little slots in it as well. Alright, so that'll be coming next weekend. Now, my next big shop update, which, well, I didn't have as much left as I thought I would, but my stitch markers are selling okay, but not as good as I thought they would. So I may be doing something, I don't know yet. Check Instagram before the end of Monday. Thinking about doing some kind of sale for Mother's Day, because it's next Sunday, and tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo, and today is May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. Yes. Alright, anyway, this is what I got cut out for my next big update. So this will involve drawstring bags as well as zipper bags and a bunch of little pouches as usual that match. So the winner of my last giveaway got a maker pouch in this print, which I love. This is the comic book strip all about sewing woes. I don't know if I can read all that, but I really like it. This is a Alexander Henry print that I actually got a good deal on the fabric because it can be pricey. And then on the inside, let's see. This is the outside, and that's what this is a drawstring bag, so that's the top band and the pocket will be that color. On inside we have this other great women's world kind of print, which I really love. So that's what that one will be. This next one is it's got this same color for the band and the pocket on the inside, and then this will be on the outside, which is peacocks, and then this will be on the inside, which is just a color, little tiny color print. And these are all the drawstring maker bags. So they seem to be pretty popular. I got to do this a different way because I can't keep going back and forth. Alright, so then the next one, this is going to be the top band and the pocket on the inside. There's a little sparkly silver triangle on there, which you may or may not be able to see, but it goes with a drawstring bag in here, which has that fun ostrich print on the outside, and then this print on the inside. That is also from that Wonderland print line I showed you before. This next one has this on the top band and in the pocket. This is a clothier sewing type print. My next update is going to be a lot of sewing prints, just so you know. There will be other stuff though. So it has this fun clothing pattern print on the outside, and I paired it with this plaid that has some sparkle on the inside, which I love these. Oh, I can't remember the designer off the top of my head at the moment, but I love her. Jennifer Sampo, I think that's who it is. She likes to do these plaids and stripes with just a little bit of shimmer in it. I love it. Next, this one is kind of a good summery one. We got this on the outside. It has little labels, blackberry beans, peas, and then this fun fruity kind of print on the inside. And then this is the top band and the pocket in that one. Uh-oh. So here is another sewing themed one, and this is what's on the inside. It's got hangers all over it, and the bird print will be the pocket and the top band, and then this is what the outside is. It's another sewing pattern print, just in a different colorway. Goodness. And then we've got this one, another one of the ones I love. This is a comic book print, but it's about quilting, and it's in color instead of that kind of faded looking one. And then it has this print on the inside, and this is the color of the band and the pocket. And I've got, I feel like I've lost some of my labels. I probably have doing all this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I've got this one, which is another fun sewing print on the outside in colors. It's got a sewing machine and everything. And it has this on the inside, the Ultimate Power Tool sewing machine. And then it has this print, will be the pocket and the banding. So, I don't know why I have pockets on the outside material on a lot of these. Alright, next we have, alright, get out of the way thing. Let me turn this around. There we go, that's better. Alright, so this has flamingos on it, which I love the flamingo print, and it has, I'm not too sure about that interior on that one, but I kind of like it. This stripe and dot interior and this floral pocket and topper will be on this one. Now these are the zippy ones, okay? So these will be zippered. So they'll be quilted on the outside and all that stuff. Got this fun peppermint. What the heck am I talking about? Peacock print. This is the lining, which that is, yeah, those are shiny kind of, it's hard to do that on here, but those are shiny gold. And then this is the pocket that's on the inside. It'll be lined with this because I only had a little bit of this print left and I loved it with it, so the lining will be different than the outside of the pocket. So that is a zippered bag coming to the shop. Like I said, by the end of May, I'll probably have these up in there. But like I said, if you see something you like, just shoot me an email. All right? And we will figure it out from there. This one is that really fun unicorn print. It is a unicorn. And then I have some more of this lovely, this has got some shimmer in the stripe. You can see the gold, the silver shimmer, little polka dots going on for the pocket. All right. I really like that one. Some of these I almost hope they don't sell within the 3 months that you pay for the listing. So I'm like, if I really like it, I'll just keep it. But that's, you know, ultimate goal is to sell them all. So you can't have a business if you don't sell them all. So now this is another zippered one in that fun quilting print. This one has this pin print on the inside and this bright color. This is a very bright one, bright for summer, right? For that, I think I'm getting towards the end, you guys. I decided to do this, and after I started doing it, I was like, ooh, it's a lot. More than I thought in the Fabric Obsessed section, right? Alright, this is that fun pattern print, and it has a different colored hanger print on the inside with this floral for the pocket. Sticking to my batting. I have these all cut out and laid so I can do all of one thing for a bunch of them and then go through the it's like a factory in here, y'all. A one-woman factory. Alright, there's that other Sewing Woes comic book strip print, and this one also has the Woman's Day for the lining, just a tan colored pocket. That one will be a zippered, so I'll have a zippered and a drawstring in that fabric. There's a couple of these that I only have in one or the other because I only had, you know, enough fabric for one or the other. So there will be some little pouches because of the leftovers. So this one is the last one I have in my stack, and there is a fun, just sunshine. It reminds me of the desert or something print, and I got this on the inside with that pop of color in it, and that's the pocket color. Now, if you watched my previous ones, you may have seen a print with a camper on it that was really cute. I've got to fix that I cut out because I cut it out. Somehow I have the campers upside down on one side, which just will not do. Just will not do. So I got to fix that. I didn't put it in the pile to show because I got to figure out how I'm going to fix it. So there will be one with that print in the shop as well. All right, let's see. I think that's it for Fabric Obsessed. I think that was enough, right? And then, of course, you saw all the other fabrics I had purchased to make bags eventually. It's Bagapalooza in here. Bagapalooza. Okay, it's time for DIY and thrifty goodness, which I didn't do for my last podcast, but I don't have a huge amount to show you, and but I do have some finished objects and a couple of little things I've gotten and some stitch markers to show you. So I have to pause for a second because I left something over there on the shelf. Okay, my finished objects I'm going to show you. I did a blog post about them. It's been several weeks ago now. Yeah. It was a Pinterest challenge where it was about paint blocking on wood, and I like to collect these monkey pod trays and bowls. I find them all over the place for like 50 cents, $1, and I just like them. They're lightweight and I can do all kinds of things with it. So I decided to try the color blocking technique on them. I did some things a little bit differently. Now these bowls here are not monkey pod wood. They're gift wood or something like that, but this is what I did. I did the color blocking with the blue, and that is chalk paint, and then I splattered it with some gold paint, which is what those splatters are. And I just feathered it out here, not that great, but anyway, so I have a whole set of those, and I did do the line of it gradiates down the 4 bowls. So, but these would be great for holding jewelry or something like that. They'll be great for gifts when that time comes. And then for these 3, I did the color blocking, which you can see up under there in a lighter sort of blue, but then I went over it with the it's called Extreme Sheen Gold. Well, I think this one's bronze. I did one in gold. This one's gold, yeah, and bronze, and I did one in copper, which is this leaf bowl here, which I was going for a crackly effect. This one did the best. I didn't like that crackle paint I had, but that is a DIY project I recently finished. I haven't been to any kind of, I haven't had time to go to any kind of anything. I hope to get to go some. Maybe I'll go next Saturday to a thrift store or something. I have a Christmas tree and 2 boxes of things right around in my vehicle, which causes me much stress when I go to the grocery store and I have to shove things in where I can. Well, let's see, Tracy from Creatively Tracy, we kind of have this thing we've been talking about, stuff that we have set aside that's supposed to go to donation, and it hasn't been sitting there, so we're saying he'll do it first. Have time off, Tracy. I might beat you to it. I got a couple of deals on clearance at Walmart. Nothing exciting, but it is the DIY section, so I'll show it. I got some double-sided tape. I think this was about half off or so. This is useful for all kinds of things. I got 3 of these Scotch clear glue. You know, I use this stuff for all sorts of things, and it was like $1 or less, 75 cents maybe. So I got the last 3 that they had. Home Depot, they had some extension cords on clearance. So exciting. But I'm always looking for extension cord for something, and I only have so many, so I got these. These are 12-foot indoor extension cords. I think they were $2, so I got 2 of those. I did get some more dye because I want to work with some dye for fabrics and stuff while I'm off. This was in the clearance section, but I don't think it was on clearance. I think it was the regular price, but I liked the color, so I kept it. It is pearl gray, which I really like the color, and I didn't have one that color. So next I'm gonna show you, I found these on clearance. They are for the Happy Planner, and they were on clearance. They were, I don't remember how much they were, but they're pretty cheap. They're little inserts. This is planner accessories. It's got some stickers and some inserts. I have a bunch of Happy Planners that I use for different things. I've showed them on here before, but that's what it's got in it. It has like the dot line where you can do the notes and stuff and like that, and they had some stickers in it. So, and then they had this one, which is actually, it has a brain dump page in it, which is graph paper, and then it had a list which I need for projects and stuff. So I grabbed those two things, and then I can't remember if I showed these last time or not, but I've had these for quite a while and I couldn't find them forever. They fell behind my shelf in there, and I finally found them when I was looking for something else. But I got these. This one says Makers Gonna Make. It's a sticker. And then this one says Created to Create. I got these from 3 AM Designs. I think that's correct. If it's not correct, I will put it up here. They have a lot of amigurumi and kawaii, the things with the big eyes that they put faces on everything. Patterns, crochet patterns. So you should go check them out. But they have stickers and mugs and stuff, and I ordered these a while back and I just found them. So, in case you didn't know, oh, this was on one of the fabric orders I got before, but it's pretty cool. It says, come on. She created a world she loved. I just liked it. I always save things like that. And I put them in here, which is something I want to work on. This is a little scrapbook. Right now, it's just stuff stuck into the pages, that cards I've gotten from pen pals and swaps and stickers and stuff. I save everything and I stick it in here. Got some letters going on in there. Just all kinds of stuff. But I want to actually, you can see stuff sticking out of it, make it into an actual scrapbook pages to keep up with. So this is where I keep all that stuff. And this is National Scrapbook Month, so it's a perfect month to do that, right? So I'm hoping to get to work on that. And now I want to show you some stitch markers that are in the shop. We'll see how well this focuses. It never likes to focus for me. These are going to be the new ones I just put in. So I'm going to show you the first one. I'm going to show you the both different ones. But after that, I won't show both of them because I have them with, what's this? So I have, that works better if I like this. I have options for most of my stitch markers to have either, they won't be still so it won't focus on them. Either this round, there we go, this round earring back, or the 16mm lobster claw. Okay, now if I had enough stitch markers, I put half of them with one and half with the other. And I do have a note that says, if you would prefer one over the other and they don't have any more, like if there's no earring backs left, only lobster claws left, just order it, and in the note tell me you want the earring back instead and I'll change it out. I just did half and half because I didn't know what everybody would like the most. So this particular one is an Alice in Wonderland theme one to go along with all my Alice in Wonderland bags. It says we're all mad here. And then on the back it just looks like that. It's just a, now this is not working very well, is it? It's just got that kind of sun looking thing on the back. So I have those in both types of clasps, and then I have this peach in both types of clasps. It's a gold clasp, will match the thing, the charm, and just think, if you bought two of the ones with the earring back, you could use them as earrings because there's technically an earring back. So let's see, I also have in both pineapple charm. I was trying to do some summery ones. And then I have, oh, come off of there, a flamingo. Yeah. And I don't have these in the shop yet, but I'll be putting them in there. I've got to put lobster clasps on the other halves, but it's the tape, the cassette tape charm. It looks the same on both sides. And then I have a bunch of these. These only have the earring backs on them. It's gears, and they're in a bunch of different shapes. I have a bunch of different shapes, so you'll have to look at the Etsy site for that. And these only have lobster claws. It's a pair of handcuffs. I have no idea where I got these from. I've had them for a long time, and I just thought they would make neat stitch markers or charms or whatever you want to use them for. I have one of these. This is a bigger stitch marker charm. It has an embroidered bee on it. I have, never mind, those aren't in there. Yeah, I have this. This set is in the shop. It is travel kind of stuff. It has binoculars, it has a camera, Big Ben, and the Eiffel Tower. And it does come with this little book ring to keep them on. Oh, I have these peacocks in the shop. It's kind of dark looking, but it's got colored enamel on the feathers. I have these camels. Now the camels all have the lobster claw, but I can change them if you want. Just let me know when you buy it. Let's see what else is new in the shop. Oh, I have these starfish. Now the one that has the lever back is different than the one that has the lobster claw. So they kind of have a patina, a green patina on them. And then, I don't know. I'll show you some of the ones I have that are still in the shop that haven't been Are these still in the shop? I think, no. I put some of them on. I think these are still in the shop because I just did these, didn't I? If they're not, I'll look and you can ask me if you don't see them. This little set here, which has kind of a oceany theme going on. It has a boat wheel and a mermaid and a seahorse, and they come on the little holder. And I have this one with different types of dragonflies, and the sets all come on the little book rings. And then I have another travel one that's in gold. This one has a Statue of Liberty, a camera, and an airplane with some jewelry things on it. I have two sets of these coffee teacup, whatever you want to call them, things. Yeah, I think that's all the new ones I have. I'm trying to remember if I put these. I have these in two colors. I think I put them on there, but I don't remember. But they're silhouettes of the United States. One of them's backwards, but they're in two different tones. One's a rose gold and one is a bronze, antique bronze. So, all right. Those are the ones in the shop currently. I have several of each kind. So, if you're interested, go take a peek. Like I said, I think I'm about putting a special on to deal with the stitch markers. Like maybe if you purchase so much, you get a free stitch marker, not just the Made with Love stitch markers that I give for free anyway with each order, just so you know. Although I gotta order more hooks. I don't have any more small hooks for those. I'm thinking about doing something where if you purchase so much in the shop, you'll get a free stitch marker. So for Mother's Day or some other kind of... Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. That was a big boom of thunder. It's just in a storm here. I need to finish this up. There goes my dog barking. He hates bad weather. Okay. So I got one more thing I want to show you right quick before I finish this up. Stitch markers that will be coming. I haven't put these in here yet, but I put the little bunny rabbits on the Alice in Wonderland bags with zippers. If they're a maker pouch or a big maker bag with zipper, they all come with a charm. They have all the Alice in Wonderlands have the bunny. So I have these I will be putting in as well, which don't go in the bags but are separate. It's like a deck of playing cards or a cards. Then I also have some different bigger keys I plan on doing single stitch markers out of coming up. There's a bunch of different ones. Now the scissors were on, the scissor charms will be on the sewing thing bags with zippers coming up. These will be coming up in the shop. We'll see how many I sell before I put any more in there, but I had planned on putting this, it's a heart in a coffee mug. I have these cacti. I showed these before, but it wasn't zooming very good. It's doing better today. And I showed y'all some dinosaur fabric last time. So any of those bags that come with a charm will have a dinosaur charm. Look at him, it's a brontosaurus. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so those are some things coming up. Oh, and I will be putting out all the, I showed you these before, but these little charms like this, there's a sewing machine and a thimble. And I have, I don't want you to pick them up. I have thread and the tomato pin cushion. And then there is a different pair of scissors and handmade with love. And I'll probably sell these as sets because I have several sets to go along with those sewing thing bags. So that, the sewing thing bags that I showed you, I should have done before the end of May. So by June they should be in there. Now that other set of zipper maker pouches will be in there by the end of this next weekend. So that was a lot. This is really long. I may have to break this in half, but that's what happens when I miss a week. So I hope you enjoyed all the things I shared with y'all, and I hope you will take a peek in my shop and see if there's something you like. Be looking on Instagram for me to announce a sale for Mother's Day. Yeah, and I hope if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Think about sharing so we can get to that 500 mark and have our giveaway. Like I said, look for a video titled Yarn-a-Palooza. That's how you'll know it's giveaway time, okay? And I will see y'all later.